Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good and great. So in this tutorial we're going to be working on our second week's assignment, our NetOps 2 second week's assignment, where we're going to configure a simple mail server. Okay, so with that said, I don't want to take too much time. Rather, allow me to access to the e-learning platform is here and try to see what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to submit. Okay, so like this is of course the learning platform under assignment section. Okay, as you can see, and per our week 2 assignment we're supposed to configure a mail lab. Okay, so which means you have to first download this cheat sheet. Okay, so you can download it there, and then so for me I have it. Okay, so I can just download it again. Yes, here it is. And then after downloading it, please click here on email lab assignment, so for you to have some insight about what you are supposed to do. Okay, so we're going to implement or deploy an email system where you have to install and configure Postfix and Dovcot. So these are two mail servers which helps us to send and receive emails. Okay, and we need to to configure these MX records in DNS. So MX records in DNS helps us to know which server is responsible for those emails. Okay, and by having this done, what you're going to do, you're going to you're going to send a message and check if you have received that message. And then after that, we're going to take the screenshots showing a successful email sending, and then we are going to submit that. Okay, so with that said, allow me to get here. So here is the cheat sheet. So this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, so allow me to be doing what is on this cheat sheet. So the first thing we need to do, have to navigate. Okay, to change the directory to this master directory. Okay, so let me reconnect again and then log in again. So I have to put the username as well as the password, and then switch user. So I can either copy this or I can even write it manually. /cmdb master, then I hit enter. If I do ls, so I have this file here. Okay, so this is my file which I have created in my week 1 assignment. So I need to open it, nano, then pc, then I hit enter. So by getting into this file, I need to copy this, everything that I have here. So I have to copy this. Okay, so actually this first line sets the IP address of the mail server, the IPv4 address of the mail server, and this is for the IPv6, the IP address of the mail server, the IPv6 address of the mail server, and this sets the priority. Okay, so which means this switch has 10 will have the higher priority, and this will just have the lower priority. So since it's just a backup of the first one, okay, so that's why I have to set it to 20, and then the other will give it 10. Okay, so I can just copy everything that I have here, and then I try to paste it down here. Okay, I can paste it here, and then I can just customize what I have here. I can click tab key, and my IP address here is 0182. So please make sure you just use your own IP address, don't use mine. Okay, and my IPv6 is not this one, so I have to delete what I have here. Okay, so actually this is my IPv6. I can even copy this without just running if config again. I can copy this and then I paste it here. Okay, and then as well as here I need to set to replace XX with the last octet of my IP address, which is 182, and the same thing here. I need to click tab key, and then here on YY I have to put the last octet of my partner's IP, so which is this one. So this time I have just assumed to be this one, 183. So please put the IP address you set for your partner's IP. Okay, so for me I have 183, then I can save. Okay, I'm done with this. Then I hit enter. So what's next? I need to run this command so that the changes I made can take some effects. Okay, so I need to run that command, hit enter. Okay, so you see server reloaded successful. So you can either run this command or you can run this command. They both do the same job. So I have to get into this file, which is resolve.conf, and then I add these lines. Okay, so I can just go there. So let me first clear the screen, then I do nano /etc resolve.conf, then I hit enter. So actually I have those lines, so I can just uncomment them, remove this hashtag and here as well. Okay, then I do Ctrl X, Y, then enter to save it. So what's next? I have to ping. How to ping? I have to run this command. Okay, big PC. Then we are just going to check if we are able to resolve the new added MX records. Okay, so which are these ones? So let's try to run that command. So I can clear the screen again. So I can do dig, okay, PC, then MX. I hit enter. So let's wait and see. So we're having some errors. So allow me to do this again. Nano /etc, then resolve. Sorry, etc resolve.conf name server. So allow me to delete this line, okay, and then bring it below here. Yes, allow me to bring it here. Name server 9.9.9.9. Then I save, and then I do service name reloads. Then I dig again, dig PC, then MX, then I hit enter. Okay, this is it. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to get. Okay, so with that said, so you see what I have here is the same as what the screenshot is showing us. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to have, and the next thing we have to install this Postfix and Dovecot by running this command. So ignore sudo, just copy this, okay, and ignore sudo. By copying that, so allow me to clear the screen. I can paste it there, then I hit enter. Okay, so let's wait for the installation process to end, and you can proceed. So you have to hit Y, then I hit enter. Then we are done with the installation. So what's next? So the next thing, we have to get into this file and we enable our Postfix and Dovecot. Okay, so we enable them so that as long as our server boots up, so we are going to still have that service up and running. Okay, so that's why we have to enable them. Okay, so we can do we can just run this command nano /etc, then rs.conf, then hit enter, and then so you can even copy these two lines. It's not necessary to add them at the top, you can even add them below here. You can just paste them there, then you save. Okay, so then what's next? The next thing you have to so by default this service is enabled, so you have to stop it. Okay, so by running this command service stop, service send mail stop. Okay, so just ignore sudo and then you can just paste it there, then hit enter. Okay, so they are telling us this, they're just there as a warning, they're not errors. So to get rid of them, you can do one stop instead of stop, then hit enter. Okay, yes, we are getting this that send mail not running. Okay, so this is okay for now. And then so we are done with this command. So what you're going to do now, we are just changing directory to postfix. Okay, so you can just run this command. So let me clear the screen again, so I can paste it there, then hit enter. Okay, and then I need to run this command. So this command, what it does, so by default we have this this file, okay, and we have some content within this file. Actually, let me show you something. If I do ls, so we have this file, okay, so which is this one, and within this file we have some content within it. I can show you by running this command. If I do cat, then main, if I hit enter, you see I have many things, like many files, I mean content within that file. Okay, so what this command does, okay, so what this command does, it takes the content within this file and then it just cuts and pastes. So we are going to cut the content within this file, and then we paste them into this file again. It's just like making a backup of the content within this file. Okay, so we're going to run this command so that the content within this file can get out of this file and get into this file. Okay, it's like doing cut, like in Windows you used to cut some folders, files. Okay, so when you cut, it means that you are just removing that file, that specific file or folder in one place, and you are just pasting it to another place. Okay, so that's what this command does. So I need to run this command move. Okay, so I can copy this and then I paste it here, then I hit enter, and then if I do this, you see, if I do again ls, so I no longer have that main.conf, I mean main.cf, rather I have this new file, main.cf.origin. Okay, so I have to create again a new main.cf file by running this command nano main.cf. Okay, then I hit enter, and then within this file I have to copy everything that I have here, copy everything from here. Please make sure that everything is just selected, and then you have to copy it, then paste it here. And then by pasting it here, you have to do some modifications. Okay, so this line, there is no need of just doing anything on this IP address, since it is even a commented sentence. It's just a commented line, as you can see. It starts with hashtags, which means this one is commented. Rather, I can comment this line. Okay, so if I go up a little bit, so let me stop by here, so I can just bring this line up here and allow me to delete this IPv6 we have here. I'm just going to add my own IPv6. Okay, so let me save, Control C, then Y, then enter. If I do config, so here is my IPv6, so I have to copy it. Okay, copy, and then I get into again my file, and then I paste it here. So here is the line, I paste it here. Okay, so this is it, and then here on this line I have to replace this XX with the last octet of my IP address, which is 182. So the same thing, I will do the same thing here, 182, and this line I can comment this line we don't need it, so I can just comment it. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do within this file. So I think nothing else. Okay, so I can save this file, I can save, Control X, then Y, then enter. So what's next? Then the next we're going to get into this database. Okay, aliases, I have to run this command nano /etc. Then aliases, I hit enter, and then I have to scroll down here. Here is the line postmaster, so I comment this line. After commenting it, I can copy these two lines and then I paste them there. Okay, paste. Sorry, let me just write them manually. So it's root afnog nagios afnog. That's it. Okay, and then I can save this. Okay, then I hit enter, and then I need to refresh my database. Okay, so I can just paste it here, then I hit enter, so we have no error. So if you have any error, please try to troubleshoot it. Since in my video, please, I don't just have any error. So as long as you run this command and face some errors or warnings, please make sure you troubleshoot it. Okay, so make sure you go through this line and this file and make sure you did exactly what I did. Okay, so and then after that I need to start my postfix. I can run that command, I paste it here, then I hit enter. So you see I have no error, so just my postfix mail system has started. So and again I can run this command postfix check. Okay, postfix check. Okay, then I hit enter, so no error. So and again, so I'm just going to run the command. That command is not on this file, on this yes, on this cheat sheet. Okay, so that command is this one. So before you send a message, please try to run this command post alias /etc aliases. Okay, then hit enter, and then after you can copy this command which sends a message to an afnog user. Okay, you can just paste it there and replace this XX with the last octet of the IP address. So mine is 182. Then I hit enter. By hitting enter, I need to specify, so what message do I like? I have to put the body of the message. So what message do I want to send? So let me just assume, let me assume that I want to send something like this, greetings. Okay, and then I hit enter. Then I need to specify, so do I need only to send this? So like it's just like putting an endpoint of the message that I want to send. So I have to add dots, then I hit enter. So by doing this, I have sent the message successfully. So to check the logs, I can run this command. Okay, I can run that command, copy and then I paste it here, then I hit enter. So if you check well, okay, so I have here status, I have this sent, so which means I actually have this delivered to the mailbox, so which means the message I'm able to send the message. So if you have something like this, status sent, delivered to mailbox, and you have this removed here, so make sure that you take the screenshot of this and then submit it as your second week's assignment. Okay, so again, if you we have sent the message. Okay, so actually what we just only need this, take the screenshot of this and then you submit it. So what's to check whether the message was delivered, okay, you can run this command. Okay, so you can do, so actually even see this notification, you can do Control-C, just okay, let me show you something. So we were here, okay, we were here. So to get out of just this mode, you can do to terminate these logs, you can do Control-C. Okay, and by hitting Control-C, you see you can be able now to type anything again. Okay, so to check the message that you sent, you can run this command. You can do cut it val mail let me check log mail log, then hit enter. This is not it. Let me check cat var mail log, git log. Actually, this is not the command, so allow me to check it. So yes, here is the command. So the command to check the message, whether the message was delivered. So this is the command you have to do. Cat, okay, so it's cat slash val, okay, mail, then upnog, then hit enter. So this is the message. So you see it was received from this, okay, domain or name with this IPv6. So this is my IPv6, as you can see, and so here's the subject. The subject is here. This is a test mail. So actually this is what I've just sent, okay, and so let me check a little bit. Yes, this is what we sent, okay, this is what we sent actually, okay, and then so this is the date, today's date, okay, and the message ID. So actually this is like how to check whether the message was delivered successfully. So please sit and try to refer to this video by watching it and listening to it. So by following like the old steps, you're going to have these assignments like done and completed in a very short of time, okay. So have a good day.